Hey there, Al Iverson here. It's time for another one of your email authentication and deliverability questions answered. Today's question is actually one that relates to BIMI logos and that verified mark certificate and some of the regional limitations around trademarks. I'll get to the actual question in just a second, but here's some context for you ahead of time. Just a reminder, like I've talked about recently, what is BIMI? BIMI is Brand Identifiers for Message Identification. It is a logo standard that lets senders put a logo next to their email message in email clients. It helps boost engagement. That's the upside there. It also shows off that you've got all of your email authentication and domain protection settings in place, right? There's some requirements around DMARC that you have to have in place for that. And for broadest acceptance of that BIMI logo, you need to have a verified mark certificate. Yahoo does not require it, but Gmail, Apple, they do require it, and I think that's really the emerging standard there, is that future mailbox providers are probably going to also require that as well. So the downsides there is that it can be expensive. It can be more than $1,000 to get one of these certificates every year, and you have to have a trademarked logo. Now, that comes with a little bit of an asterisk as well, in that your trademark must be registered with one of 17 different intellectual property offices. And now, that brings me to today's question from Nicholas. I said I was reading your newsletter today and the BIMI state of situation and wanted to ask you. I was talking to DigiCert to move on and start certifying some of our customers. But here in Argentina, there is no one globally recognized as a trademark authority, that's a trademark office, where they can register that logo and have it be suitable to get a verified mark. So what can they do about that? What should they do about that? And what is that limitation that he's referring to there? That is that there are only 17 different regions where you can register your trademark with one of the trademark offices, trademark authorities in these different regions. It's broad for sure. The entire European Union, U.S., Canada, a whole bunch of other countries as well. Benelux even, right? But the point here is, if you're not associated, you don't have a trademark in one of these places, what can you do to try to get a VMC? Possibly can't, right? There could be a reason that you can't do it, but if you can publish a trademark in any of those supported locales, like for example, you talked about Argentina, but Brazil is supported. If you also have that trademark in Brazil, you could leverage that as your registered trademark for the BIMI and be able to move forward with a verified mark certificate. Alternately, you could publish that BIMI logo without a VMC, keeping in mind that it's only going to work at Yahoo and a few smaller mailbox providers. There's not going to be Gmail and Apple support. The other thing you can do there is, as Nicholas has talked about, he was already working with DigiCert as one of the vendors there that provides the certificates, the verified mark certificates. It's good that he's giving us feedback that he wants that support in countries where it's not available today. That's good feedback to give to the certificate providers. That will trickle back to the mailbox providers, and hopefully that'll help allow for broader regional implementation or connections to be able to provision a verified mark certificate in all those other locales. So those are your options. Like I said, if none of these are suitable, maybe BIMI's not right for you yet. Again, BIMI's a pretty new standard. It's an evolving standard. We've got a ways to grow there before it can be universally available to everybody possible. But this is where we're at today. Need more help with BIMI? We do have that expertise. Contact us if you need to. We're at Valimail.com. That's us. And if you have any future questions, any questions you'd like to see addressed in a future video, please drop me an email. That's al.iverson@valimail.com. Thanks very much. Have a great day.